Okay, so it is Thursday. It's Thursday. I thought a band t-shirt that I had ordered had turned up, but it was actually just manuals for work. My face is still like you can't see any bruise or whatever. It just feels incredibly bruised. It's like ah. I'm currently on my lunch break. Gonna so after seeing what the company that I'm in does for like 5 hours yesterday, we just had a 3 hour talk on what an adjacent company does, which is like under the same branch, and we kind of work with them sometimes. But we spent 3 hours going over everything that they do. And then I think this afternoon we're going to spend 3 hours going through what another different part of the company does, um, which will be fun. You know, it's all a good time. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to not leave the house today because I don't want to leave the house today. Okay, so I've got these rather nice, like, kind of tie-dye face masks that I got a while back, and it's great because you can upgrade them by sewing a white piece of fabric on the back, and then you can put in Sharpie whatever you want to put on the back. So, you know? Okay, so we've just finished another 3 hour long talk about a section of the business which we will be interacting with in a very limited capacity, which is fine, I guess. I think today I've not actually got too much going on. Like, yesterday was hell. I didn't like actually get to sit down and do stuff I wanted to do until like 9 p.m., which was a bit less than ideal. But yeah, right now it's 5 o'clock. I've just clocked off work, and like I've already got food made. I just need to microwave that. I've already sorted out a lot of stuff that I needed to do. I was meant to do my t-shirt today, but I've not done that because I don't have the needles, and I won't have the needles until Saturday. But yeah, I'm kind of lost for what to do now. I feel like I should be doing something, but there's nothing to do. So looking at the training manual that I've got, and it comes with a pencil. Comes with a special branded pencil for the company that made the rail induction manual. So that's pretty cool, I guess. About to go into another fun day of what God, I look like shit. I think we're getting introduced to various different sections of the business today, which will doubtless be as fun as the previous 2 days. But then, it's Friday, weekend off tomorrow. Not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing over the weekend. I'll probably be doing more washing. Um, Maybe doing meal prep for the next week. Ooh, yes, I can go to the two furniture charity shops, like literally down the road from here, and try and get myself a bookcase and maybe a chest of drawers. Also, a lot of the programming stuff that I did for my internship, like a year ago, was pretty simple and straightforward because nobody in the office could actually program. So I looked like God to them. They were like, "Oh, can you make it do this thing?" And I'd like, write a couple of lines of code, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, that's wonderful." Um, Whereas now it's like, okay, so we've got this, we've got the infrastructure here, and we've got all of this stuff going on, and I'm like, okay, that sounds great. It's gone 12. Going into the fourth introduction meeting. I have been introduced to so many things today. I would like to be introduced to less things. Okay, in that meeting we had a slight slip up with the pronouns from somebody who knew me before, but she corrected herself very quickly, which is like, okay, I've just finished the eighth out of eight introduction to video calls that I had today. That so over the course of this week, we've had 15 different introductions to various aspects of the business, and eight of them were today, back to back. And because one of them well, they all overran pretty much, but because one of them overran quite a lot over lunch, it meant I had 7 minutes to make and eat lunch, which was less than ideal. Because they're all trying to introduce us to a very basic level of what they do, they're all basically saying the same thing for at least 50% of the talk. Because they're like, oh, look, here's where we fit in the business, and this is, here's the bigger picture of the business. And by the time, you've seen that 5 times, it's like, yeah, we know. But I think we're all done being introduced to the business, and next week we get introduced to each other. Okay, I've also realised that the person who misgendered and then correctly gendered me is actually friends with me on Facebook. And so she has known me since last year, and then we've been friends on Facebook for a year, so she's seen all of my testosterone updates and like me talking about being trans. Um, so I can only assume that that's why, and yeah, that's just fine. Just potentially outed me to everyone on the call. But Okay, we have made food, had a really nice, relaxing shower, shaved, um, got a rum hot chocolate and food, which I'm going to eat in a nice, calm manner. I've done my washing today, done a nice workout today. It's Friday, I get to chill over the weekend. And yeah, good vibes all around. Yeah, this is a productive use of my time.